It's not as easy as think positive thoughts, just stop worrying about it. Anxiety is trying to send us a message. In my case, I had anxiety for many, many years, and it was my soul screaming at me, but the soul doesn't actually scream. Set the intention to change your life completely. Even if you have been giving your power away, it's time to take it back. My BFF, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. I found some cute little Swiss goats in my neighborhood. And I wanted to cheer you up because the topic of this video is difficult. It is about anxiety, and if you know anything about anxiety, one thing is sure: you cannot fight anxiety, you can only embrace anxiety. If you have been struggling with anxiety, I have today 3 tips that will help you have a much better life. They are tested on myself and they work. Anxiety is a natural response to stress and can manifest as fear, panic attacks, some emotions that we usually associate with negative feelings. And I promise you, it doesn't have to be that way. There is a way you can live a much better life. Did you know that over 300 million people all over the world are dealing with anxiety? I believe this number is much higher because there are many people that don't go to get an official diagnosis. It's something that usually has a negative aura surrounding it. There is nothing worse than waking up at 3 a.m. Did I send that email? What will my boss think? Oh, I have to place that order. Oh, I made that person feel bad. Oh, my mother hasn't called me back. Is she sick? Oh, is my boyfriend offended that I made that comment during dinner and not being able to go back to sleep? I was living a life with constant anxiety, going to sleep at 12 at midnight and waking up at 3 a.m., not being able to go back to sleep, and being constantly in a loop, going to work, not being happy, worrying about everything that has been going on in my life. And it can be crippling. You cannot really perform if you have this anxiety all over the place. Before we dive in on how to manage anxiety, we must first understand why this is happening. I will share with you my story, but I invite you to look at your life and to look at the root cause if possible. Trust yourself, your body, and your subconscious know to reveal to you what you can handle. And look at it with curiosity, not with fear. It's important to understand the background. Me being from Romania, I moved from Romania to Switzerland 8 years ago, and in Romania my parents, mainly my mom, because my parents got divorced when I was little, taught me that after laughter comes crying, that too much good is suspicious, that life is supposed to be hard. I assimilated these stories and I was comfortable living in a state of constant fear, anxiety. At least I knew how to handle it. Then on the opposite side, it would have been much scarier to be happy, to be in a peaceful state and have the rug pulled from under my feet. That was completely unfamiliar and I didn't want to be at peace. I just couldn't. It was not a zone that I was comfortable with. And by the way, the comfort zone shouldn't be called comfort zone, it should be called familiar zone. It's the pattern and the emotional state that we are used to. In my childhood, being familiar with this state of fear, and I was also feeling that there is something that I did bad Because when we are little, we are like a sponge. We look up to our parents as if they are gods. And if they don't give us attention, if they have a behavior that is not showing love, then we cannot interpret that as if something is bad with them. No, they are gods. Then something must be bad with us. Something must be bad with me. I was recreating the same emotion in my daily life. I had a life which I'm proud of now. It took me 38 years to realize that I have achieved so much, and I was recreating the same feeling in life, and I was living in a state of fear and anxiety, wondering what's this email going to do, what will my boss think, am I good enough, am I gonna get fired, when I was the best employee rated in a survey. And what I realized is that I was seeing my boss as my mother, and then the founder of the company was my father, and they had the same dynamics. My direct boss was super smart and also critical in general, and my mother was exactly the same way, and both of them took the MBTI personality test and they have the same personality. And the founder of the company had the personality of my father, very charming and also unstable. I never knew what to expect from him, but for me that kind of behavior was familiar. I was used to that dynamics. I hope they don't ever see this video. Once you become aware, I invite you to look at the people you have in your life, at your habits, at the dynamics, and see if they somehow relate to your childhood. And I'm sending you so much love and positive energy. You can do it. You can push through anxiety and you can live a better life. You made it here. Now you are going to hear how to fix it. Something that is connected to everything that will follow next is stop identifying with anxiety. Stop saying I am anxious. Before I was saying I am anxious, and then I was justifying that anxiety, being anxious, it's actually the reason why I'm performing at work, why I'm so good. You don't have to cry yourself to bed to perform at work. No, I am living proof of that. So stop identifying with anxiety, stop saying I'm anxious, and instead I am feeling anxious. See the difference there? You are creating some space between you and the emotion. You are the one experiencing the emotion. If you are going to come at me and say, no, Georgia, I'm actually an anxious person, think about, is this true? Is this really true? How does this belief serve you? How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel good in your body? Probably not. The fourth question to ask yourself, where would you be if you stopped having this belief that you are an anxious person? I invite you to answer these 4 questions and see how your life changes. I know it because I have been through this process. The second way you can manage anxiety, this is a rooster. The other way you can manage anxiety if you are out of time, it's something that I read in a book, in the book called Men's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. This is a sad book. The part that I want to share with you now is how to fix your anxiety fast and in an efficient way. It is based on a quote from here, probably I will butcher it. It says, fear brings upon that which one fears most, and hyperintention makes it impossible to reach what one desires. All my life I used to be afraid of fish bones. I was able to track it back to my childhood. My mom was telling me, be aware, stay away from fish. We used to have a lot of fish in my hometown. It was a port city at Danube. So I had this fear. And this year, guess what happened? In February, I was out for a business dinner at work. I took a bite. I don't know what type of fish it was, but then I could feel one of the bones penetrating my tonsil. And then when I got to the hotel room, I had a big split. And I was so angry with myself that I didn't just spit it up. But I also realized that what I was afraid of became a reality, and it was a terrifying experience. The fear will manifest into reality if you don't bring it to light and realize where it's coming from. And also if you set a hyper intention, if you want something and you put it on a pedestal. For example, you go on a date and then you say, wow, this person should be my husband. Please love me. Are you loving me yet? If you put that thing that you want to achieve, your biggest desire, on a pedestal, it will make it impossible to reach. And that's hard. And the solution for that is on the manifesting side. Set the intention and then act as if you already have it. But now we are talking about anxiety. And the solution for anxiety is to set a hyper intention to do the thing that you actually fear. So for example, I fear that I will stumble if I go and speak in public. Set the intention to stumble, and actually it will turn out that I won't, and I will have a perfect speech. Try it out. And this is one thing that I already practiced. I had a lot of anxiety building up within me for this YouTube channel. Before I started, it took me years until I actually took the first step. And then I worked with a public speaking coach. And one of the exercises she asked me to do was to record a video, the worst video that I can do in my life. And guess what that was? That was just this paradoxical intention. And it works like wonders. So if you have any desire, if you want to start a YouTube channel, let's say that, and you are afraid that you will make a fool of yourself, you will make a video that is not good, record with the intention to make the worst possible video and see how powerful this is. And the third way, and the one that is most powerful and sustainable long term, is using the letting go technique, which should be called actually acceptance technique. I mentioned it in my other videos too. It's from the book Power versus Force and Letting Go, and it talks about the different level of consciousness. I will add a picture here. And if you are in fear, pain, doubt, it's on the lower side of consciousness. And in this state you are paralyzed, you cannot do much. And these are the levels associated with anxiety. The first step is to ask, what am I feeling and where do I feel it in my body? I know it's hard and it's very tempting to numb ourselves. I used to do that. The pain was too difficult to tolerate. I didn't want to look at it. Emotions are not good or bad. Emotions are information. So be brave to look at it, and you will see it works, I promise. So the first step is to identify, where am I feeling this anxiety in my body? For me, I would feel it in my chest. Think how big it is. Is it like an apple? Is it bigger? What color it is, if you want to use your imagination for that. And then, I know it's hard, but ask yourself, can I accept it? And once you do that, you already move to the level of acceptance. You will feel how that pain starts to dissolve. And it takes practice. You are now creating new pathways in your brain, and probably for many, many years you have been used to suppressing those feelings. So be patient with yourself. You can also say to yourself that it's okay. It's okay to feel scared in my body. It's okay to feel anxiety in my body. For this video, before filming it, I got anxiety, but the positive kind of anxiety, and I reached a level where I am able to reframe it and look at it for what it is, accept it. It's okay to feel anxious, it's okay to be scared in your body, little Georgia, little Dodo. When I was little, I could not say Georgia, it was too complicated, and it's a unique name for Romania. And I would say, whenever someone asked me what's my name, I would say my name is Dodo. I had such a struggle to make all my friends stop calling me Dodo, because I didn't see it as feminine, or I didn't see it as part of my personality anymore. So it's okay. It's okay to feel scared in your body. Even when things go well, some emotions start to come up, but what comes up goes out. You are already much better. If you wake up and you get this feeling, try to identify it in your body and accept it. I know it's so tempting to fight back. If you have been dealing with anxiety and you are watching this video, probably you know that's an impossible task. You cannot fight anxiety. You can only embrace anxiety. So you accept it. Then if you are brave and after some practice, ask yourself, do I want to let go of it? Can I let go of it? Yes. When do I want to let go of it? Now? Then imagine this anxiety exploding. And then one level further, after you are doing some practice, replace it with something better. But that takes some time. It's not as easy as think positive thoughts, just stop worrying about it. It takes time, but the first 2 steps anyone can do, and you will feel relieved. And by practicing, your life will completely change. And set the intention to change your life completely. Life with constant anxiety is not the life that we were supposed to be living. My opinion is that anxiety is trying to send us a message. In my case, I had anxiety for many, many years, and it was my soul screaming at me, but the soul doesn't actually scream, quit, find another job, this is not your life purpose. It doesn't necessarily have to be that, but if I choose to drink wine and put myself to sleep, shut that voice down, that's not the solution. And what resists persists, and the only way out is through. I know this is a lot of theory and easier said than done, but if I can do it, then you can too. I am not special, not any more special than you are. My childhood was quite disturbing, I would say. I'm not gonna share too many details here. My father was an alcoholic, and my mom put up with it enough to create some memories. I was living in a state of constant fear. And once that disappeared from my life, I did not become aware actually that life can be good, and I was recreating those patterns and living still in constant fear and with an underlying anxiety, until I got to the root cause. One of the memories when my father was throwing a bottle of alcohol right next to my head. And I realized that maybe I meant to share this message, and this anxiety was actually information. And then once I revisited and I got to the root cause, now I am free and nothing can hurt me anymore. Of course, in small moments in life, I will feel some anxiety, but that doesn't control me. I am one level up. There is a way through. If I can do it, so can you. There is nothing special with me, not any more than you have your own speciality. You can have a life, you can enjoy the beauty of nature, the beauty of lovely goats. Even if you have some memories that for a while have been waiting on you, dragging you a little bit down. But if you decide to be brave, show up for yourself and shine light on what is actually causing you that anxiety. Anxiety is actually energy. It's as if you are boiling some water. A lot of pressure is building up there, and once you allow yourself to feel it, you will see that will transform into your presence. Be brave and look at your emotions. They are trying to tell you something. One habit that completely changed my life, and I recommend, it's completely free, is to meditate. Please do so. Become aware, observe your thoughts, and realize you are not your thoughts, you are not your anxiety, you are one level above. You are the one who experiences this anxiety. You are always in control. Even if you have been giving your power away, it's time to take it back. If this video can make the life of one person better, then my mission here is complete. That was it for today. Thank you so much for watching, for liking this video, for subscribing. Before I go, I want to leave you with a quote. The best use for creativity is imagination. The worst use of creativity is anxiety. Let me know in the comments down below, have you ever dealt with anxiety? And please share if you have any tips on how to manage, how to improve anxiety. Let's help each other out. I wish you a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.